just want to say how much we really appreciate your taking the time to be here, and we really thank you for the support. I'm going to present a gift to our guest speaker from Jen Care. We know that she has toiled a lot over the last few weeks, and we just wanted, Jennifer and Lloyd could not be here, but they have presented a gift, and I ask you to accept it. Oh. And now I call upon one of our young female leaders, Miss Nadine Spence, and she's going to say thank you to Mrs. Anderson Duncan.
I have to say a big, big thank you. I say thank you because of those young women who you see sitting over there, the Seekalites who need to hear that story. It's not very often on this campus that you hear of Seekalites who have these accomplishments, so that these women who are coming in your tradition, this is a Seekalite.
Yes, yes.
So you have so much to be proud of. So I'd ask the Seekalites in the room, the Seekalites who fought this fight, that you need to tell these women who are going to continue to fight this fight that they are a part of your tradition, because they don't know this. When I went to Seacole as manager, one of the things I noticed was the absence of that woman at Mary Seacole Hall. For some strange reason, she was not there. And I made it my life's mission to ensure that Lucille Mathurin-Mair returned to Mary Seacole Hall. And I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy today that we're speaking about her so much, and that there are so many women who have this spirit of Lucille Mathurin-Mair to speak to them. 250 odd women who are waiting for this message. Thank you very much. And so many of them have heard. And I know that it will do good to hear that. When people are affirmed in the way these young women in here have been affirmed, you will see good coming out of it. So thank you very much for your word of advice, encouragement, wisdom, love, more than anything else. Thank you so much.
I think he should get down on his knees.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Nadine. We come to a very interesting part of our program where we present copies of the publication to our libraries and special persons. So I'm going to ask Mrs. Judith Wedderburn if she could come forward, please, ably assisted by one of our students in the BSc program, to make a presentation to Claudette Sutherland Solomon.
Sorry, I'm wrong.
Now I'm going to ask Mrs. Patricia Sutherland to come forward, and I'm asking Beverly if she'd be kind enough to present a copy of her lecture to the JMMB group. Thank you very much. I now call on one of Lucille's nieces, Dorian Rowan Campbell, to come forward and make the presentation to the National Library representative, Miss Nicole Bryan. And the lady you see there to my left, Dorian, another rebel woman. Dorian worked for many years at the Commonwealth Secretariat in charge of their gender program. She also served as in the regional coordinating unit in the very early years, and we want to thank you too for your contribution to founding our center.
I actually need to say a thank you to everybody here, because to see you here makes Lucille's dream and my dream real.
And she makes wonderful coffee treats, by the way, with her organic coffee. I also ask Dr. Dela Bean to come forward and make a presentation. Oh, Dorian, you have to come. I'm sorry. I'm asking you to also make a presentation to the regional coordinating unit. We have 4 units, and we have the Mona unit, the Cave Hill, the St. Augustine, and the regional coordinating unit. And Dela is also one of our esteemed historians, and we thank her. I have one more. Yeah. I think there's one other, Miss Christina Stewart Fullerton, and I ask Betty if you could come forward, another niece of Dr. Lucille Mathurin-Mair. Just give it to her. Thank you. Great. And I want to thank Osera, one of our students in the BSc program, for ably assisting us. Please give him a hand.